Prepositions are one of the simpler topics to learn in English, but it can be a bit challenging to teach because you don't want to miss any points, and there are a few of them. Though in this video, I'll break them down into bite-sized pieces, and then we'll have fun digesting them one by one. We are learning the prepositions of time, which are in, on, and at. Let's start. Our first preposition is at. So at is number one. It's used for particular points in time. For example, at 8 a.m. So you can make a sentence that goes, I leave for work at 8 a.m. Now you can also just say I leave for work at 8 if you think it is understood that you leave for work in the morning, or you can go the traditional way and say I leave for work at 8 a.m. Now you notice how I'm using at with 8 a.m. because it is very specific. Not a minute after, not a minute before, we say at 8 a.m. At 10:30, at 9:15, at 12:10. That is how specific at is. Number two is with particular points in day. Now, what do I mean by that? At morning? No, not at morning. We'll cover that in. We say at midday, noon, midnight. So here are your options. You can say at midnight, at midday, and at noon. Take this for example. The party started at midday and ran through the night, which means the party started at noon, 12 o'clock, and went down for a whole night. It lasted all night. Now a pro tip, don't use at with questions, what time? For example, instead of saying at what time did you arrive in London, you can simply say, what time did you arrive in London? What time are you meeting her instead of at what time are you meeting her in informal situations? It's easier, shorter, and why would you want to complicate your speech without any reason? You're officially one step closer to knowing it all about the time prepositions, and I'm so happy. Let's start with the second preposition, on. On, first off, is used with dates. Very important with dates. And take this for example. I started my YouTube on 5th January 2024. On 5th January 2024. Then we're talking about a particular date, though this date is bogus. They got married on the 2nd of December last year. Or my birthday is on the 3rd of January. Number two, on is also used to talk about weekdays. Now there's this little trick here. On is used for weekdays, singular or plural. Underline this, singular or plural. What do I mean? Take this for example. I am not available to work on Monday. On Monday is a weekday, because of which we use on with it. But you can also say a sentence like, I take Spanish lessons on Fridays. On Fridays, plural. Alrighty, in. This is the last preposition of this video and we're stepping into it. First off, in is used with parts of the day. Now you know what I mean here. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. That is right. At night is fairly more common than in the night, even though that is also correct in certain contexts. Let's see some examples. Every day when I wake up, I like to brew some coffee in the morning. Or we eat lunch in the afternoon and snacks in the evening. Number two, with months. My birthday is in February. Christmas is in December. New Year is in January. Pretty simple. Number three, seasons. In is also used for seasons. Now you notice how we are gradually increasing the time frame here. We went from very specific at to longer periods of time like month and year, which you'll later see in the video. Put in a sentence. Delhi is very hot in summer. Or she likes basking in the winters. Do you know what basking means? It simply means to relax under the sun and enjoy the warmth. Number four, years. I graduated high school in 2021. I started college in 2021. Now you notice how I'm saying I graduated high school. Many people make the mistake of saying I passed out school or I passed out college. in any particular year. That is actually not accurate. Accurately, you should say graduate. So you graduate school as well as college or university. Pass out is a phrasal verb that means something completely different, to be unconscious or to fall asleep accidentally. So don't use that. Say graduate when you want to say you've completed school. The last one on the list is with longer periods of time. Take this example. India got its independence in the 20th century. This was the very end of this video, but your assignment is to fill in these blanks, and I'll check your answers in the comments down below. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.